Welcome back, Snack Pack, to another awesome episode of Transport Fever. We are over here in the little bitty town of Patterson. If you noticed from the last episode, I did kind of do some little road arranging. So in this one, I am actually going to start another train line that's just going to branch off of this one from Nashville. Nashville is going to kind of be like the central hub kind of thing. So we will have another train that kind of comes out and branches off to this general direction, because over here the land use is kind of like all the people that I want to get are on this side. So that's going to be easy peasy, because I can technically like put the train, let's see what I can do. Let's spin it on around here. I can put it there, or I can actually toss it in. I wonder is it better if I toss it in on this side? No, not really. So if I put it, say, there-ish, then that covers a good bit. But I also kind of want to put it like down here. That way I ain't got to worry about it as much. I can actually put it at the end of the road, and that would actually cover a decent amount. And then I could just have like a little loop kind of going around everything. So I think that's actually what I'm going to do. So I will toss it in, actually, let me just go ahead and bulldoze that and that little corner there. And then I will toss it in a little closer. That way it gets a little more coverage right about there. And then we'll go ahead and set up our little bus stations and everything else here in just a second. We'll go ahead and toss a road vehicle thing up here. And then we need a passenger bus tram station. And it will be picked up right about there. Then we need a couple of stops. We'll tag one on that side and one right there. We will get one here and there. One about there and there, and one up here. And then I've got to figure out how to make that whole line work. Actually, I kind of want to take these two out. You. Speed it up just a tad. That way it does finally take everything off. Because I could technically put you two out here, and it'll catch all of that. And I do not know why you put your building way over there. But yeah, so I'm gonna get this all set up, and then I may actually go ahead and link it over here into Salinas, which I did some road work there too. So let me get those two loops set up, and then I will be back to kind of do the train line. So let me get this set up, and I will be right back. Alright, so I got both of these loops set up, and actually I'm over here in Salinas, and I've actually got these being a orangish color, and these are actually the new Stagecoaches, I forgot to mention. But they do look rather nice, because these actually look like little pumpkins, and they look really cool. Because it almost looks like a, not per se Cinderella fairy, but yeah, let me slow them down so I can actually look at them. Because those do look picture worthy, so that may end up being the thumbnail on this one. I actually like that a lot. That looks cool. Okay, let me go ahead and speed them back up. There's a little dip right there, that's interesting. So let's go ahead and get out of those. So I've got Salinas set up, and I've also got Patterson set up. So there's not a lot of people wanting to move around Patterson at the current moment, but we will need to get this train line set up here. And I forget where I actually have my depot, so it's going to be over here. So I'm going to need one on this line as well. I really want to take this and upgrade it to a 3, or should I do 4? It's almost going to be easier to do 4 and go ahead and extend it out there's terrain alignment, so I won't really worry about that at the moment. And yes, I realize that's going to kick... Actually, that didn't kick all the people off. Used to, it would kick everybody off. That's actually very, very handy. So, then let me go ahead and start to build some track out this direction. And I'll run that along there as well. And I'll actually make it so they can kind of crisscross over here if ever need be. Okay, not there. Okay, not there either. Then they can crisscross up there. I don't know why it won't let me crisscross them right there. But, and then I will take you along that general direction. Actually, let me bring you out a little bit further. That way I ain't gotta worry about anything else. Thank you. And then we'll crisscross you there. See, I don't know why it won't let me do... Oh, there it goes. That one will let me do it. Okay, whatever. So... Actually, I didn't even need to do that whatsoever. But, yeah, so we'll go ahead and demolish all of this a little bit through here. Because I kind of just want to bring an extra train with the ability to kind of switch over to here and that general direction. Let me make sure that I've got my loops going right. So if I pull them off there, then I can technically send them back. I'll actually run that along up to there. And then I can, if I can't, duplicate alignment, thanks. Then let me run it like that. And they can actually hop off there and go on that side to go this direction. Now then, so let me come on all the way over here. And we will start with this little bit here. I may end up having to borrow some money, but I'm gonna hope and pray that I don't need to. So I'm actually going to try to keep this curve fairly simple. I don't want to curve it up too much. There's that. It's still 75, so we're doing good there. This is going to be the problem area, is getting through all these roads. But it actually isn't being too terribly difficult, which is nice. So let me toss those up there. And these, woo! How much is it just to connect it straight up? That's a collision, yes, I realize this. Two like that, so 100 and... Whoa! Okay, well there's part of the problem. Let's go through right here. Okay. Do it in little bits. Maybe that'll save me a little bit of money. That will be just fine. Okay, how did that change shape completely just from me zooming in? That doesn't make any sense. But nevertheless, we'll go ahead and bring a little track out this side. And now can I just grab it and run it all the length down to you? $124,000. Not too bad, actually. And they can actually crisscross. It won't let me do it still. I don't understand why it won't let me crisscross back over. Oh, now it will. So let me bulldoze that little section there, because now I can crisscross over right there just fine. Okay, so there's that. I will end up having to rename the railroad, unfortunately. But we will go ahead and come down here, upgrade this to a 2-rail, apply to that, and my people still stay there. That is so awesome. And I actually do need to pause this for just a tad bit of a second, so I can hook you up to there. Now, Then I need to curve you. Yes, I realize this is going to be a pain trying to get this across this river. Now, do I need to go up or down, or where do I need to go? Too much curvature. Can I actually do that? Let's see. I can make it 50. Ooh. Hang on, let me go back and demolish that part. I kind of want to make this whole thing go across here and be... I can make it steel. That changes the... that makes it pretty expensive. But that'll work. So Salinas is over on this general direction. So let's go ahead and, whoops, add some track going this way. Anything crazy? Yep, there's a big dip right there. But there's no real contour lines that show that. That's strange. Let's see if I can make it just a little bit cheaper doing it section by section. There we go. And then I need you to go right up through there and connect up to... ooh. Let me hook it right around this thing here. Right there. Zoom in a little bit so I can get more accurate. There we go. And I actually do need to bring that over there too. Yep, we'll do that. And then that will go practically the length of this. Gosh, it gets laggy whenever you zoom way out and do that. There we go. And then we'll hook it up right there. And we'll also make a crisscross going on right in here somewhere. Let's see, where can we put it? Right there. Now the question is, can I make it crisscross back? Oh, yep. I don't know why the other one said that I couldn't. So, there's that. Gosh, that does snake across this land, doesn't it? Good lord. These contour lines, though. So let's also go ahead and put one of those switcheroonies in over here. Yep. Perfect. Now, we need a train station. Not train station. Train depot. 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 You know, whatever. However you want to pronounce it is right by me. And I'm actually going to... I think I want to toss him over in this general direction. So we'll put you there. Run the railway right out to here. And run a split off in this general direction. And we will add it to there. And add the crisscross over right there. And then we will do the same thing on this side, so add it to that, and then run it from that track on into that one. Perfect. Can't say I could do much better than that. Well, I probably could if I took more time to fix it, but nevertheless, we do need to set up the actual line. And that should be the easy part, though. Let's go ahead and set up line, and this will be... actually no, I'm just going to make this a new line altogether. Color is going to be... let's see, the Tri-Cities is that, so I'm actually going to make it a... I almost want to make it black, but I kind of want to save that for like if we do an oil line. Let's see, so that's red, so I will actually make it a dark blue. I know that we've got a regular blue on the Patterson loop, but that's not going to affect this one at all. So it'll go from here to there to there to there and then back, obviously. And then, yeah, and then back. So now I need to go in here because I want this to actually switch lanes. I do need to put in, actually I need to keep those loops up, or the lines up, so I can see if this affects anything. Put that there, and that there. Nope. Bulldoze that little one. And we need one over here. And one there. Right? No? Okay, so I might not have them crisscross here in the middle. Just delete that, but I do need it to be on the correct side. So let me take this out and take that out. And that, and that. I'm not very good at these, as you can obviously tell. Does that work? Nope. Nope. Let's take you out. That's not what I meant to do. So let's go back to the track and add that back in. Thanks. Nope. And bulldoze this little thing. So now does it actually switch over at any point in time? So it stays on the right hand side. Oh, I bet I can't make it do that due to it being like that. I wonder if I add a bit of track that goes like this. And then I really hate to do this because that actually looks really nice. And have it like kind of something like that. Does that work? Like if I put a thingy thing right in here and there. There we go. Okay, so that does make that part work. And then, so I need another one right about here and there. Nothing changed. Good, good. So they can't both use the same, so one will be going up one side, one will be going... I do not like that. Because then they're going to have to make sure that they're in the exact intervals. But... we'll figure it out. So let's go ahead and toss one there and one on that side so they can actually utilize both lanes. And put one on this side and one on that side. That should do the trick for now, and hopefully nothing goes wrong. I'll say that. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. So let's go ahead and buy trains. We did unlock a new train actually. So it does cost quite a bit more. Lifespan's about the same. It does have like double the horsepower. It does do 37 miles an hour. So that's what we're probably going to go with. We're going to get two of you. And then for each train, we're actually going to get these Claristory. There we go. Passenger cars. Because they actually hold 16 people, the other ones hold 14, but they allow you to go up to 50 miles an hour. So I will get, let's see. So that's one. Oh, not enough money. Of course not. Let's go ahead and borrow up to 10, and we will, we're actually going to need more than that. Oh, well, we can't. Okay, so I will put 3 of you on this one. Set you on line 1, and then for you, sir, I'll add 1, 2, 3 of you, and then set you out on that line as well. And I like to see that the trains are actually going out onto the track. That is nice. That is very, very nice. But he does have to get way down there before that one will actually come out. So I actually do want to put in another thingy here and a thingy here. because then they can kind of space themselves out between those two. And that will work perfectly. So I'm just glad that that all worked. And now we got to see if anybody wants to come over and get on the train. Is there anybody in you? There is no. So that probably reset all those lines, but let's see, where do you want to go? Patterson Loop. I wish I could. Can I actually see who you are? You, sir. You want to go home. And you actually have two people. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. I mean, the whole expenditure is going to suck for a little while. But it will hopefully work itself out. And then those will run along the same. I wonder if I should have left them 2 down to here. Well, I'll let it run for now. Not super concerned with it. Oh, actually, one more thing I wanted to do before I ended the episode. All of our lines are making fairly decent money. So the Gresham loop is doing good. Well, actually, no, it's kind of tanking. All the material loops are doing good. So let's see if we can't upgrade the loops a little bit. It's going to tank them for a minute, but I hope that it will be well worth it. I'm sure it will be with everybody moving around. And now with the new line coming in, is anybody waiting for it? Oh, I actually do need to rename that. Duh. So this is going to be train passenger. So it's making 4 stops technically. How about we call it the Pat, Sal, Railway? There we go. Oh, and now it's actually got to wait for that other train. Does it really have to wait for this one to go down? Good lord, I do need to put some little things right in here, don't I? Did that mess up with any of the loops? No, it didn't. And then we'll put one right in here and one right in there. And there, that allows that to kind of smooth itself out. You know what? I actually am going to try my best to spend a little bit more money. I know, I'm great at doing that. And actually run the train line on. Like, pause it for just a second. Bulldoze this area. This area, that. And just have it its own tram line, or trail line, railway, however you want to say it. Okay, so that part's not going to work. Yes, I want it to connect as much as possible all the way down the railway, even through the little hump there. And actually I do need to let it run because I do need some money to say the least. So it will end up coming back and I'll actually put in a switch over right here because I probably just jacked up that entire line. Yep, I kind of did, because it's not too bad. I did jack up this one, that's for sure. Let me go ahead and bulldoze that thing and this thing. And I didn't put any along there, did I? Nope. So that train's coming up, that's good. That train's still going down, perfect. Okay, well those are working out not too nicely though. Let's see if I can't continue this on a little bit more. We'll bulldoze that part. And then we'll extend it out a little bit further. Say about there. and then on around to say about there. And then we will reconnect it over. Actually, no, I can actually. Oh, nope, now I'm in debt. Awesome. So, let me wait for some money to come back in. Which shouldn't be, but just a second, hopefully. I don't need much. Really, I just need, like, enough to connect these two. Like there, like $6,000. Come on. I just need $6,000. That's all I need. Because I don't think I can take out any more loan. Borrow. Nope. I cannot borrow any more loan. But, yes, I understand. There. There we go. Now y'all can go back and forth. Okay, I may just leave that alone for right now. That's gonna get all confused and gonna be a huge, for lack of better term, a huge train wreck. But I may try to mess with it a little bit between this episode and the next one. But I hope you guys did enjoy. If so, don't forget to let me know by leaving a like. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.